So welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in to our webinar, our Zoom tonight on Zoom. It's been a little while since we had a chat, so we were thinking it would be nice just to bring everyone together. Some people having difficulties getting in the room, that's okay. We will record this session, and if need be, we can send out the recording. Even though there's a few storms around the country, maybe some people don't have internet, that's okay too, not to worry. All good, all good. So welcome everyone. Thank you very much for your patience, because you know, patience is a great thing. It's a learned skill I've learned over the years, and yeah, possibly we'll go for about an hour. We do have a special guest coming on, and a special offer that will be not tonight, but it will be alluded to, or we'll give you some indication of what's potentially available and where we're going, and you know where we've come from. So we'll cover tonight with our speakers. We have Ian Birch, CEO of EEG, which is the EVO Energy Group in Australia, and Leach, wonderful support helper. She's an amazing lady. She keeps us all, you know, going in times of trouble. She's amazing for that. So we'll, you know, a bit of a project overview, what you need to know now. So for those who ask a lot of questions, we do share all of this information. It is available to everybody, but some people don't know still where to find it. So Leanne's going to cover off a little bit of a back office overview to actually show you where to access your links and things like that. And we'll have some updates for you. Ian's going to talk about the EVO Power Unit. We will have Q&A along the way. So it is a closed Q&A for this session. So if you do have questions, only the hosts and panelists can see those at the moment, and we will do our very best to answer those. If we can't answer them directly, we'll answer them as soon as possible. All right, so I clicked the wrong button there. Sorry about that, guys.
Sharon, I was thinking if people write their questions in the Q&A and not in the chat, otherwise they'll get lost.
Oh, absolutely. Great point. Thank you very much, Leanne. So yes, please write in the Q&A. And where do they find the Q&A? On the bottom, it's on the bottom for me. There is a tab that says Q&A with a question mark. And there is the chat, which is a different icon. So just to differentiate between those two. If you want to give us some reactions along the way, please do as well. It's lovely to get some feedback too as we go through the Zoom. It's great to encourage speakers as they're talking as well. All right, so let's see. Hopefully this works. Going to the next screen. So it's okay, so I've done something wrong. Zoom has updated its settings, so it's not letting me go through the PowerPoint. So give me 1 second. Let's go back to the webinar. Okay, guys, can you see me, or you can see my PowerPoint?
Both, yeah.
We can see both.
Okay, all right, so I just needed to share it again so that I can see it. Okay, so hopefully now you can see my PowerPoint. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I can't see me, but that's okay. All right. So as always, I love to share this quote. You know, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And this is so true. You know, quite often we get stuck in a rut, and if we just take a step back and we have a look, holistic view, world view of what's going on from a macro level, looking down to a micro level, then it's easier to identify where we need to shift at certain times in our life. Most people know me. Recently I completed a certified life coaching course as well, which was a bit of an update for me. I've done one many years ago. I can't remember when, but you know, just for fun, I thought I would, you know, re-qualify myself and, you know, regain some of my skills that potentially I've lost over the years, and or you know, sharpen the axe, so to speak. So it's been a really interesting journey, and we've had a lot of opportunities, and most of you would know me from the Facebook groups and things like that, or being a speaker on some of the webinars. But if you do want to get the recording, you can see my YouTube link down there, and also if you want to follow me on Facebook, I have 2 Facebook accounts, so just so you're not following a fake person. There's lots of that happening around at the moment too. Sharon Annette is my given name, so I've reverted to that one. And yeah, so I have a business one as well, which is DC Network, which stands for Dedicated Cash Flow Network, or Divine Connection Network, depending on what hat I'm wearing. So it's all good, all good. A bit of a disclaimer for you. So, of course, all the information on our platforms is for educational purposes, not to be construed as specific advice at all. And our group is not promoting any get-rich-quick programs. We all know many factors need to be right to make money consistently, right? Value, time, and effort are needed for projects to mature. So there is a risk in everything, so please do your own due diligence, never borrow to participate, follow the 8 rules and 5 commandments for the best results. There's always a risk, so choose wisely what is right for you and your family when it comes to business investing. Assess your own risk profile and your own level of education as well, because we are at different stages. So past program results are not indicative of future results. We've had a lot of highs in our community over the years, and we've had some lows too. So, hopefully we're working towards that levelling out and stabilisation now. Due to economic, political and health crisis, that can also affect performance and should be factored into any decisions you make. And of course, use the information entirely at your own risk. Do take responsibility. Evaluate the accuracy, of course, completeness and usefulness of the information for yourself. And so it's always good to assess that risk and just speak to somebody if you're not too sure, get some advice if you can from someone in your local area as well. And, what we've been able to learn through this journey is that slow and steady does win the race. Who remembers this story from their childhood? I know I do. I often, think of it. And, one of my great mentors often said to me, Sharon, be consistently consistent. And that's kind of what I do. It kind of stuck with me, just to keep on going, no matter what happens, we don't give up, we just find another way. I'm a water sign, we go with the flow and we enjoy the journey along the way. It's really important to live your life, have lots of laughs and happiness and love. And of course, we're always learning and, full of light as well and happiness on this journey. At the end of the day, if it is to be, it's up to me. But, we are the ones who choose the quality of our lifestyle as well. So part of our journey to date, we've come from, the financial literacy. Who remembers these, the 8 rules and the 5 commandments? So, from our beloved API, do you remember these? Number 1, study financial independence and financial freedom. Number 2, steadily follow the 5 commandments. Who remembers those? If you put them in the chat, if you remember, what are the 5 commandments? Number 3, define your financial plan. I find that a lot of people still don't do this. They're wandering from paycheck to paycheck, chasing the next bright, shiny thing, hoping to get rich quick. It doesn't happen that way. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but perhaps you already know, from my experience over many, many years, it doesn't happen quickly. If you win the lotto, it's like 1 in a million, right? It's very, very rare. So if you do, well done. Good luck to you and congratulations. But, we do need to define our financial plan. We do need to diversify capital and, of course, observing the investment principles. Number 6 is a big one. Greed and laziness lead to devastation. We've seen that happen right before our eyes. Some of us, people close to us, are going through this now. And perhaps your knowledge, can help them to come out of that downward spiral. But, always learning about investment strategies and always increasing your capital. And of course, that doesn't mean chasing the next bright, shiny thing because, potentially, that could be a road to ruin as well. So just be mindful and careful. Don't rush into things, take your time when you're assessing things as well. And go with the flow, go with what feels right for you and your family. So what did we learn along the way? there are 3 types of financial flows. Do you remember this from our training, from our API training? There's the flow of the poor, the flow of the middle class, and the flow of the rich. And so what do you need to do now to set your foot on that path of financial independence and freedom? So study, of course, is really, really important. What are assets and liabilities? This is the foundation of the education. Comprehend those 5 commandments of a private investor, as well as always, creating additional sources of income. And there's a lot of ways to do that. So some of those we've learned over the years through the community. Some of you are already doing that and still doing that, and that's fantastic. But if you want to get into that flow of the rich people, you really need to take some action, of course, increase your level of financial literacy and learn the science of investing. So who remembers what the 5 commandments of the private investor is? Do you know what they are? Can you type them in the chat? So number 1, from all your income, save 10%. Number 2, maintain clear control of income and expenses. Number 3, protect your savings. This is a really important one. One person told me once, how do you double your money? You fold it and put it back in your pocket. That's been a good one for me when I used to be a bit of an impulse shopper. I see something, I really like that, I'm just going to buy it. So I've learned to curb my spending over the years and protect my savings as well. Number 4 is learn investing. And number 5, learn how to earn more. And there's lots of ways we can do that. So what are investments in investing? We learned this as well along the way. So investments is putting your currency in somewhere. So it could be a plethora of choices there, lots of options, lots of sectors, really that's up to you where you do that. And investing is long-term investment of currency with the goal of preservation of the capital. And of course, we all want that return on investment, which is the journey to wealth, right? So what have we encountered along the way? So a few storms, right? Lots of ups and downs, some even round and rounds. If we don't learn the lesson, we go around the mountain again and again until we actually get the lesson. We've had a global pandemic. We've had economic collapse happening around us and more to come, I'm sure. Black swan events are predicted. World wars even, this has been crazy and affected our business. And of course, some companies have gone into force majeure and, they've actually sunk to the bottom. Thankfully, we haven't. We've had to pivot a little bit and we've had to, skip and skedaddle sometimes and make a few changes, make a few adjustments along the way, but we're still going, which is good news. So some company updates, what you need to know now. So for those who are on my last webinar would know these, it's pretty much the same. I've just copy pasted, just to give you an idea, what's happening, a lot of questions around Skyway and Usky. And, not to be confused with our world crew. Obviously, we do own 2 billion plus Skyway shares in our portfolio. And this has always been a mid to long-term investment. And as the development of those projects are progressing, we're getting a lot closer, which is exciting. And we've got exciting news to share with you. But what we've been able to achieve so far is the STO is done. So congratulations to all of our world crew holders. It's been a very challenging journey. But your holdings are safe, but we're still not quite there yet. So some of you have been able to participate in the GFST share drop. If you're in the green zone, you have a sole BID. Through our collaboration with Strobox, our professional company, who've been able to help us to actually get this done. That's potentially an earlier exit, but we're still not there yet. So we're looking at ways to increase that add value to the STO as well. So, of course, we can't participate with the Skyway in that first round of GFST because we're only able to access the fintech part of that portfolio, which is approximately 20%. So it's better than nothing. We are working on that. And, of course, the other businesses and investments, as we're able to recover those, they will become accessible as well, as soon as possible, basically. So once Skyway will start to pay dividends, which is exciting, we've heard them announce, 2025, which is not too far away. They will be paid into our company and be considered as passive income. And of course, if you are a holder of World Crew, those holdings will be shared proportionately to your holdings as well. So that's good news. Take a print screen of that one if you would like to keep that information. So for those who joined us back in the day when it was SWIG, you would have received an email around about April 2023 from the company Birch. And so there are some interesting details for you. If you haven't got their email, maybe go and have a search through your emails, but there is a link on there which will give you direct access to get that sorted out. So if you haven't got that email or you don't know what to do, we're going to answer that for you in a minute. So for all of those who hold Skyway pipes or IPO equity shares, every one of you have a certificate which is in your back office and signed by the founder of the NEEW consumer community to honour that. So you can be rest assured that, it will definitely happen, at the right time. If you don't know already, we do have a helpline. This is for the NEEW group support. So it is Atlassian is the service desk now, and you do need to register for that if you haven't already. So if you haven't done that, I mean, you should have done that by now. I mean, this was 2 or 3 years ago now. It's not new, but some people still don't know. They're still going into their back office and expecting the support chat to pop up. It's not there anymore. So you do need to register, use your full name, your login username, your Gmail, and you should be able to connect to that. Use a different password because it's a third party. So make sure that you're not going to, give your password away. So you'll be able to get more information there as well. So Skyway to Usky, beautiful picture here of the bridge. I think this is what we need to do, with all of what's happened in the past. I feel like we're really building a bridge to the future, and our journey to generational wealth. A lot of you started here with Skyway being so passionate about the project. Myself, even, 7 years ago, I visited the site in Belarus, 5 times. It was just a beautiful, wonderful experience. I was very fortunate to be one of the first people in the world to actually ride on the transport when it was certified for urban transport. And a lot of fun memories for me. And there's been a lot of life-changing opportunities along the way. And maybe, now I see kind of we're stabilizing, and we've got some rewarding communities around us. And throughout the journey, all of us have developed our skills and, built our network, built our community, following the tribe that we align with. And, sometimes there's personality clashes and that happens, it's life. We can't sort of change some of those things, but, just do what you do and keep doing what you do well. So where do we go to now? So if you've converted your TNG holdings to RSW in the Skyway investment portal, please note that, all of the holdings are going to be honoured anyway, even if you haven't done the conversion. So RSW is the holder, the keeper of the key, so to speak, the keeper of the Urshel, which is the Eurasian Rail Skyway Systems Holding Limited Register, which is the main register for everyone. So wherever you came into the program, there's a couple of options we'll talk about in a minute. But, basically all of those are going to be honoured. If you're registered at RSW, you can follow the project and you can participate there if you want to. And just imagine, if everybody continued to participate following the 8 rules of the private investor, putting in maybe, even if it's 10 or 20 or $100 a month or a week, towards that project, we would be very soon fully funded, which would make our returns a lot quicker. So please bear that in mind as well. For those who are not yet registered, you can follow your sponsor or ask for a personal link. To be connected with an English-speaking person, if you just go to the main site and you sign up, you might actually be signing up into a team of an international team, which you don't know the people, you don't know the language, and may make communication a bit difficult for you. So follow the person who invited you for best results, and you can get the best results there. So for those of you who want to continue to participate in purchasing some Skyway pipes or pre-IPO equity shares, there is another opportunity. And so approximately 2%, maybe 1.5% now. I don't have the exact figure. I'm assuming it's around that amount now. The last announcement was 2%. That was a while ago. So via RSW or SWC, if you can support the project, definitely do. And for those who don't know, SWC is Skyway Community. It's an agent for RSW and has been developed for the English-speaking countries just to make it a bit easier and accessible for you to keep up and follow the project as well. So if you've already registered at SWC, that's fantastic. You can follow the project there. You can get all of the news and the updates. You can participate there as well. But if you have not yet registered, we will have a special offer at the next webinar, which will be tomorrow night. We'll share more details on that soon. Dedicated to Usky string transport technologies. And of course, we're going to have a special guest speaker on today to introduce you to her and invite you personally to the webinar tomorrow as well. So that's my part for now. I'd like to invite Leach to pop in as well. Leanne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks.
So Leanne is a consultant within our community. She really is wonderful with support. She gives a lot of help with the back office. And she's a great support with the EEG group, which is the Australian project, which is wonderful. And Ian's going to come and tell us all about that soon. But Leanne, let me pass over to you, and you've got some information to share. But before we do that, just a couple of quick slides. So you can take a print screen of this one, where to find your tokens and certificates. So some of you have connected to RSW, which is the account.rsw-systems.com. Some of you took up the token offer. You can find that at swg.io. Of course, you can follow the roadmap and all the official news there. And the latest report, the results of 2023, are there from Dr. Usky and Nadezhda, his lovely wife. You can watch that on YouTube as well. So, Leanne, do you want to share your screen?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome. And before you do that, if people want to take a print screen of this one, or if they would like to complete the survey as well, they can do that here. So just quickly grab that with your phone, do the survey. If you can do it before we finish the call would be great. If not, if you could do it after the call would be perfect as well. So go ahead, Leanne.
Okay, did I share it? Yes. Share my screen. Yep, that's it. Look at all that.
Okay, can everybody see Leanne's screen? Because I'm still seeing my screen at the moment.
I've got my PowerPoint up. Can you see that?
Not yet, no.
You
No.
can't?
No.
New share, maybe. I'll share again. Let's see. Can you see that? I can see it. Okay. Let's just go back to Zoom and no, it looks like I'm sharing.
Let me see, maybe I need to stop share then.
I do think you might have to, actually.
I'll stop sharing.
All right, so I'll go share now.
Yep.
Can you see that now?
No.
In my PowerPoint?
Yes.
You can?
Yep.
Yay.
Large, make it full screen.
Yes, I will. I've learned how to do that. I asked one of the students. They told me. Now,
I can't see your PowerPoint.
Oh, you can't?
No, but I was having trouble before the Zoom. You've got to change from a drop down just underneath Zoom word. Okay. Thank you for that, Matrix 01. Okay, workplace Zoom. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, so at the top of the screen on the left-hand side, I've got Zoom Workplace. Some of you might not have that. There is two options there, webinar or Leanne Leach's screen. So I'm actually viewing your screen now, Leanne. Go ahead. Hopefully everyone else can see.
Yep. You muted yourself now, Leanne.
You muted yourself. We need to hear you, darling. Are you there?
Okay, there you go.
Ah, she's back.
I know. Look, what I thought I would do is, so seeing that this is recorded, I wrote down the steps as well, so you're able to hear as well as see what you need to do. I didn't put the first page in the login page for the TNG. I was hoping everyone would remember. But you do open up a new page and type in office.tng-neew.com. So log in with your username and your password, and that would be the same for every other back office that you've got, like the Crew, the Everrich, the CoinSet, all of those. Click on portfolios. So this is what I do when I very first start taking someone through to make sure everything's up to date. Get into the TNG page, click on portfolio, which is in the middle here. And then on the left-hand side, way down the bottom, is certificates. So then you click on certificates, and this is what it will look like. And certificates down the left-hand side, they show up here. Certificates have been transferred, will go across to RSW automatically when you take it all across. So you'll see the word transferred here. If your certificates are more than 1,000 shares, pre-IPO shares, then they will have transferred against the name. These ones should go across. Note, I just want you to take note of extract from the NNG register here. Just take note of that one. So then the next thing you do is click on your profile up here in the blue. Your details will come up. Now you must use the email, the same email. So why I click on profile is that you go back and check which email or which Gmail that you've used here. You need this to sign into the RSW site so that all your details share. The verification will come across, it will marry across. Everything will go across using that exactly the same email or Gmail that you've got. Now you open up a new page and, sorry, I'll move this little thing down the road, down here somewhere. Open up a new page and in the address bar type account.rsw-systems.com. So this page is what will show up. Now, if you haven't been on this page before, then you will need to click sign up down here. So if you have been on this page, you enter your email, your password. I'm not a robot. Remember me if you want to, and sign in. Where's this gone? Here. So if you haven't done it and you need to sign up, this is for a new person. You must add your phone number. Keep it on individual person. Add your phone number with the +61, your Gmail, a reliable password. Make sure you find Australia. Tick all these boxes here. And after ticking this consent form, this page will come up. This is your consent request form. Click on confirm over here. And it'll automatically take you to this page in your Skyway investment portal page with basically saying go to your Gmail and click on the link. So let's go. This is what it'll look like. It'll be from account@rsw-systems.email. So it'll say, hello, thank you for logging in. To activate your account, follow this link. So you can see the word link there. What you do is you click on that little word link and it will take you to the next page. So if you have signed in before, and this page will come up. This is the news page. So the next thing to do is click on profile, which is here. So click on profile. Now, it usually says your account has not been verified. Most of the sites will look a little different to this because I've actually, I couldn't get that one up, that the first page that'll come up, but it will say your account has not been verified. So there should be just a few words and a green button that says continue. So you click on continue and your account will be verified. All the information will marry across from that TNG site. So it will happen automatically if it's the same Gmail. So when it is verified, you'll get the green thumb here and it'll say your account has been successfully verified. If you want to change your personal data, contact support desk. Okay. The next thing to do is to click on portfolio and finance, which is down here on the left-hand side. Your shares will be transferred across to this side. Shares, as I said before, less than 1,000 will be kept on the TNG side and they will be honoured by Andre. And actually, it doesn't matter which site they're on, they're still your shares and you've still owned them. There's numbers. So this is what it'll look like in your portfolio and finance office. It'll have a number here, which I've taken off, how many shares you've got, the owner, which will be your name and your address, and it will say decorated there. So that's it. Everything has gone across. So just going back to the Office TNG site, click back on portfolio, back on shares, and you will see here if the shares didn't go across, what you have to do and where you go to ask to put them across. So if you're wanting to know why they're not transferred or the number of shares, click on Extract TNG Register. So click on that. I hope I've got this in order. Ta-da! It is in order. That's great. So this is what will come up and it'll show your registered number here of your shares, how many you've got. You've got, this person's got 30, and it'll show an address and a name and all of that there. So then going back, so you go back to your TNG site, you back and you need to write to support. So go to the Skyway Investment portal again, click on support. Now support is way down the very bottom here. Can you see support there? It's down there at the bottom of the page. So click on new request here and this drop down appears. Click on transfer of shares. And then this page comes up and it says transfer of certificate, sorry. In order to transfer a certificate, write to us with a request. For example, so they actually tell us what to write. Please transfer the certificates A, and the numbers to my user account. Or please transfer all certificates belonging to me to my user account. So I would just write something like, dear support, please transfer my certificate number, and I showed you where that was, and I'll show you again, to my user account. Kind regards, Leanne Leach. Or, dear support, please transfer all certificates belonging to me in my user account. Kind regards, Leanne Leach. Because sometimes you might have tickets, shares, say 4,000, and you want them to come across. What you do is you write to them and you ask them to see if they come across. So then you would go, after that, you choose a file. So you've probably taken a screenshot of the file from the page before and attach my documents and submit. And going back, this is where the numbers are kept here. the SW number. So you would say my SW 509 certificate numbers have not gone across. And then it comes back to the news page where you can read about everything that's been going on for the last 7 years, basically, and find out everything that's been happening and how great it is. And that's it for me. At any time, though, look, if anyone's having any trouble, please don't hesitate to contact me via Messenger or WhatsApp, and I'll be able to help you. So thank you, Sharon.
You're
Now
welcome.
what do I do?
So lovely. Thank you, Leanne. Hopefully you got some value out of that, and a bit of a insight into where to go. And I'm sure Leanne will be available if you need one-on-one support as well. We have other people who do support. So if you've got your favourite person who helps you, reach out to them. If not, Leanne may be available. She's a very busy lady these days. So.
Yes.
All right. So let me just go back to share my slideshow. Hopefully you can see my screen. Can everybody see my screen? Yes.
Just blank.
It's blank. Oh, that's because we have some exciting speaker coming, which I'm about to announce, from the Energii Group in Australia. And of course, it's my great pleasure to welcome and introduce my good friend Ian Birch. Ian is the CEO of Energii Group Australia, and this project was born out of our community, looking at how do we follow the teachings that we've learned along the way, but also looking at how do we fill in, that ecosystem that we all want, that main ecosystem. We're creating an alternative, not a universe, but an alternative community where, we have all of the things that we need to be able to operate, live well and be well. We're not only saving money, but we're using those savings to participate and invest in projects. And we're looking at, startups that are exciting. So I'd love to welcome Ian now. He's going to share what he's been working on in our community. Over to you, Ian.
Thank you, Sharon. Yep, you can stop share and I'll bring mine up.
Okay.
There you go. How's that? It's come up all right, hopefully.
Perfect. Can see you. Can see your PowerPoint.
Okay, there we are.
Do you want to, yes, start your slideshow?
Yep. Can you see it all, guys? Can you see it now?
No, can't see the slideshow. We can see the PowerPoint with all of the slides at the moment.
Oh,
there we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Now we're seeing your presenter view.
Okay, great.
So we see what's coming up next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll stop sharing. I'll do it again. Computers, I tell you.
The lovely wonders of technology. You just get used to the application, Zoom, and they update it, and it's all bright and shiny again. We've got to find things.
How's that, guys?
Perfect. Go ahead.
Well, welcome along, guys. Yes, my name's Ian Birch, and welcome to the Energii Group. I love the saying here. We're diving into the world of innovation with Energii Group, a beacon of those leading the way to harness the technology of eco-friendly energy. That's our sort of our motto, I guess, and one of the sayings we have. But first of all, I'll see if it's going to work now. Who is Energii Group Pty Limited? Well, we're a registered company here in Brisbane, Australia. We're actually a Pty Limited, registered with the governments and all that. So we're actually a marketing company. How this was born was I received a phone call from an old friend of mine that I worked with many years ago on other projects. And he said, I had a little project for you. And I said, okay, this could be interesting. And he sent me some information and it got me really interested. So I sat down and worked it out, and I realized I had to put a team around me, and which we have now. And I'm the CEO of the company. I'm a director in the business. And also we have two other directors, and that's Trevor Thompson and Kevin Leach. And we're all directors of the company. And as you know, here in Australia, it's very, very strict. You can have director IDs and things like that. They do check you out. So we're registered with the governments and everything. And what we've done, we're now a marketing company for a very interesting company called Nanotechnology. They're bringing out a new product. And we sat down and worked it out that we were going to put it through CoinCept. And concept was all set up for it, and we started doing it. And unfortunately, the community didn't take off with it, and basically we've got rid of the MLCI out of the company now. So we've moved away from that now. We're a standalone business, but we still have the opportunity for a lot of freehold battery systems, as I'm going to show you. So keep that in mind, but I'll run through this real quickly. Why was this energy grid put together? Well, we know that there's a lot of pollution in the world today. It's become a major issue. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great products out there like solar farms, wind farms, even nuclear, I guess, and there's a lot of hydrogen. There's a lot of technology coming through. But sometimes it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul, if that's an old saying. And we believe, yes, it's going to be filling the gap, but it's not a long-term answer to what we've got. And what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, we believe we have that. And we have the Evo Power Unit. And you're going to hear a lot more about this because we've been talking to governments, we've been talking to a lot of big corporations out there, and it's now moving quite fast forward, actually. It's quite good. But we love that saying, putting the power in your hands. And our mission statement is actually, we believe through the introduction of expansion of quantum energy technology that we can deliver the solution to sustainable energy for people and the planet in perpetuity. That's hard with me, perpetuity. Now, that's quite a big statement, isn't it? Sustainable energy for people and the planet. How are we going to do that? I mean, that's a big saying. So how are we actually going to do it? Well, I'm going to show you a short video that we put together to sort of explain where it's come from. Now, this actually started back in the 1930s, this whole concept. And it wasn't until the 1970s that NASA wanted to play with it. They got it and they played with it and they tried to make it work for them. It didn't quite work. It wasn't until the University of New South Wales here in Australia perfected it. So it truly is an Australian invention, and it was patented in 1986 by the university, and it's gone on from there. And you'll see a lot of these big units out there in the marketplace, and the big storage areas, the size of shipping containers. And what I'm going to show you on this video is what these scientists, engineers, and the professors we've been working with have miniaturized it. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's talk about energy. Energy is everything, let's face it. While it's been proven that it can never be created nor destroyed, we all can acknowledge that it is the fabric that connects not only humanity together, but our very way of life. This isn't philosophy. This is physics. With the world societies being so heavily dependent on new technologies and progressing as one globalized population, the available supply of grid-integrated power has never been in such high demand, thus resulting in sheer ecological impact to the planet and economical stress for both the public and private sector. The midnight hour is drawing closer, and it's fair to say that time is running out rapidly. If only there was a way that all markets, from domestic households to electric mobility to even country infrastructure, could benefit from a competitive, sustainable evolution of energy for families, businesses, and countries. Well, fortunately, there is. Introducing the EVO Power Unit, or EPU for short. Invented in Australia, the EVO Power Unit is the latest addition to solving the world's dilemma of what the energy standard innovates towards beyond the foreseeable future. The EPU takes the concept of existing large redox flow battery technology and miniaturizes it, combining multiples of individual cells in a series to generate the output required. How is this possible? While redox flow batteries use a membrane to separate the electrolyte pairs, the EPU replaces the membrane with a third electrolyte containing nanoparticles, resulting in a reduction in size and materials of up to 98%, where each individual cell in the system is a mini flow storage power unit. The three electrolytes flow side by side in a laminar flow and don't mix. Each of the cells are joined together side by side to form a wafer. Multiple wafers are stacked on top of each other to form the EVO Power Unit. These cells are versatile and can be joined in a variety of shapes to meet the needs of each market. The 10 kilowatt household unit, dubbed EPU Home, has dimensions of 800 millimeters by 700 millimeters by 800 millimeters, with a proposed weight of just over 10 kilograms or 22 pounds. 5 comparison, the benchmark off-grid home unit Tesla Powerwall Plus weighs 112.5 kg with a usable capacity of 13.5 kilowatt hours, compared to the EPU's constant flow of 10 kilowatts. The EPU is safe, generating only ambient heat, uses no environmentally damaging materials, and will come with a region-specific inverter, allowing people from most corners of the world to take advantage of this next evolution of energy innovation. So what are you waiting for? Pre-sales are open now. Get in touch with the person who shared this video with you so you can take advantage of this exclusive offer. Evo Power Unit, putting the power back into your hand.
Exciting stuff, guys. When you look at what we can possibly do out there in the marketplace, and our community still got the opportunity to take advantage of that. You know, we were offered 32,000 units to pre-sale, and once they're gone, they're gone. It's going to the commercial world, which means the big business will take over and then distribute around the world. So these will be standalone units. But let's look at the unique points of what we have here. Reduction in weight and size. Now, we know that happens because history leaves clues, I always say, is that look what happened when mobile phones came out. They were big, clumsy things that could only do a few things, a few little actions. Now look at them today. They're basically a computer with a phone in it. And even to computers, when they first come out, they took up a whole floor in a building. And here we look at what's in front of us today. It's incredible how scientists and engineers have made things smaller and made them more efficient. That's exactly what these guys have done. They've taken this big technology. You look on YouTube, there's a lot about redox flow. It's out there in the world. And like I say, I love YouTube because it tells you a lot about it. And they're big units, 20-foot containers. And they're designed for storage, not what we're just showing you. And the biggest problem is that a lot of units out there, they produce a lot of heat, as we're seeing lithium batteries, for instance. This produces minimal heat. The only heat that's produced is actually in the inverter because it's electricity going through it. It takes from 112 volt up to whatever you wish. And that's only production. Eco-friendly manufacturing materials, definitely. It's vanadium. That's the secret sauce inside the nanoparticles. Vanadium is a natural substance that's in our soils all around the world. Australia holds about 18% of the vanadium in the world. There's 3 big mines not far from here. It's been used for a long, long time to strengthen steel. And in fact, Henry Ford was one of the first to use it in his car chassis back in 1908. So it's been around a long time. Vanadium, you can actually buy the counter as a supplement. It's actually used, we need it for ourselves. Every time we have mushrooms and a lot of those other fungi and that have a lot of vanadium in it. So it's very good for us. So it truly is eco-friendly. With a mixture of water, there's no heat produced, of course, from that. And if it ever did spill, which is going to be a sealed unit, the acidity level is just over vinegar. So it'll do no harm. Portable stackable, as you saw by the size. It's easy to move around. You can actually increase the output by putting another unit on top. Greater improvement of life of product. It's a cleaner form of energy, and it's far better. So in saying that, guys, straight away, this is just an example of some of the markets we can look into in the future. Of course, domestic houses. Yeah, there's quite a few homes just here in Australia, but imagine the world. We've got some people on here from the Netherlands, and we love hearing stories about from all around the world on our Telegram group, the problems they're having with their electrical systems over there, their networks, the grid. They're all failing. They're just not kept up to date, and it's big money to replace it all. So talk about being in the right place, right time. We believe we are. Also, the heavy vehicles. There's a lot of money being spent in that to get the big trucks into more electrical systems. The downside is they're still going back to the old lithium batteries, which weigh are very heavy, of course, and there's a risk too, and they don't last very long. Now, we know the car industry is definitely going down that track. Every car manufacturer has its own form of electrical car or something, hybrid or non-hybrid, whatever. So we know that's a great market. The mining industry here in Australia is screaming out for it. Why? Because all their mining camps have to rely on diesel generators. To keep those camps going 24 hours a day, they use a lot of diesel. It's very expensive. Plus, it's not good for the environment. We know that. Think of that market. Agriculture as well. The farms need something like this because they're out in the middle of nowhere. They can't tap into the grid. and it makes it very expensive for them to keep their power to their stations. So that's just an idea. This is only a very small part. You can think of many, many businesses that could adapt to what we've got. So yes, it's very exciting where we're going. So how does this compare to what we're just hearing about Skyway? Well, I'm very passionate about Skyway, and I'll show you why. Because I've had the privilege of meeting Dr. Usky 3 times. I've been to Belarus. I was very passionate about it. When I heard that Sharon had been to Belarus for the very first time, she was invited over there way back when, a few years ago, to go and look at the concept and see what's happening over there. And when she came back, she started telling a few people about it. And I got very interested. I love the videos and all the photos that we're seeing on the internet. But I'm one of these skeptical guys going, is this for real? And when they told us that there was going to be a group of us going, or a group of people going over, I put my hand up, so I'll go. I'm very glad I did. So I'm very privileged to meet Dr. Usky and try to talk to him, but he doesn't speak very much English. But once again, it was good to meet the man himself and see where he wanted to go. That was it. I saw the passion in his eyes, and it was just incredible. Very, 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 very passionate man. And I'm standing up on one of the stations there myself and enjoying the view and that, and just love that technology. My background is, yes, I'm ex-military. I was a combat engineer, and I love that kind of stuff. And it just fascinated me where he wanted to go. And I want to be part of that. So how does that compare to what we've got, guys? That's why. Do you think that what I've just shown you could possibly be involved with Dr. Usky? An energy source that could be clean, green, and last 15 years. So you see this, what we're just showing you, ladies and gentlemen, these things will last 15 years. That's big. That's what the scientists have done. They've taken what I call old technology, redox flow systems, and modified it and put the special nanoparticles in the middle to make it work. And then we're getting close to coming out. So I think we could possibly have something there for Dr. Usky. Why not? It would truly be an eco-friendly system then. Do no harm. I love what we could do with that. And if you want to get involved, here's our YouTube channel where you just saw that video. You can go onto YouTube and watch it again if you wish. But we have a Telegram group. Take a screenshot of that if you want to link up for free, and it won't cost you anything. And come on board and keep in touch. I would love to hear from wherever you are from, the issues you've got with your energy system zone in your countries. And just get involved with us and listen to us. And we'll be relaunching ourselves in probably about 2 months' time when everything's in place. We're going through the process of getting everything done, because with CoinSet closing down, with the MLCI side of it, it's really throwing everything onto our back. And we're just developing it all together to take this level. So we won't be going to MLM side of things, but we'll do have a referral system where people can come on board and refer people to it and get rewarded for doing that, just to one level. There's all these ideas being thrown around. We'd love to have your input. If you come on our Telegram group and give us suggestions. This is a people's business. We want to get people involved to take this to the next level. We believe we've got the best product in the world, with great technology from Australia, and we're going to take it around the world. And we need an army of people to do that. And because once it goes to the full corporations, yeah, it'll go that way. So, and if you want to talk to us, of course, send an email to support@evoenergy.com, and keep in touch with us. You'll be surprised where we're going with this. But we need a lot of help, and we know they've got the community out there watching us, and we want to work with so many other companies out there. We had a great meeting with the Indigenous people today here in Australia. Great meeting, fantastic. So there's a lot of people out there. We've met prime ministers. We've had dinners with attorney generals in other countries. There's a lot of interest for us, and we can all take advantage of that and help us get it out there and make a difference. It really is. So once again, thank you for your time, guys. Please get in touch with us and join us on our Telegram group and just keep up to what we're doing. Once again, thanks. Back to you, Sharon.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Ian. It's a very exciting project. Put some love in the chat for Ian for sharing that. I know how hard he works, how many hours is required, to create something, startup and it's incredible. Congratulations to you and your team. Really gaining some traction now, looking at, collaborating with like-minded people too, so which is really, really wonderful. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
So we do have a special guest coming on now. If there are any questions in the chat, I haven't seen any, but let me know if I've missed any and we can circumvent around back to that. So we're just moving right along. We now have our wonderful guest speaker. Some of you already know this lovely lady. It was my great privilege to meet Alsu Enaleeva. She's a beautiful lady living in Italy. She's very passionate about this Skyway project and has worked directly with Dr. Usky for a number of years. I met her, I think, back in 2017, and then 2018 or 2019, we went on a cruise through the United Arab Emirates together. I've come to know her as a friend as well, and I love her passion. I love her energy that she has for this innovative technology, which is incredible. And you'll feel her passion when she speaks. But I'll introduce you now. Alsu, are you there? She's our SWC expert, our representative in Italy. And she would like just a few moments just to meet and greet you and to invite you to a webinar tomorrow. Are you there, Alsu?
Hello, thank you, Sharon, for the presentation. Thanks for all speakers. Thank you, Ian. I don't know if I say good the name. It's very interesting, this technology. Also, thanks so much for all information for Lee and explain so good all about the shares, RSW. Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Alsu Enaleeva. I'm passionate about the project of Senior Unitsky, and it's already for 8 years that I speaking just about one project. So this startup has already 9 years from the start. I'm working for this project, collaborating for this project 8 years. So it's about from the start. My son was 3.5 years when I start. Now he grow up, and I see how grow up my son in these years and how grow up the company. So the company for me is like the second baby. I am sure that for Senior Unitsky, this is also the baby and the project of his life. And I'm so happy today to speak with all of you guys, and I want to share so many amazing news. But today I have not so much time, so I will be happy to see all of you tomorrow. And Sharon will share all the information about our meeting. I would like to share with you all the news, all that was done by the company, and really, really good news. And all of you guys that will have like if you want to have more shares, if you want to invest more, before that we close 15 steps, because we are in the last stage of development of our startup. All the people who will be on this webinar will have a special offer. Yes, I working directly with the direction of Skyward Community. Skyward Community, or SWC, is the same of Skyway Capital, because before they did a rebranding some years ago. So it's the same Skyway Capital, because I see the question here in chat. So I working directly with direction, and so through this platform, I can ask for all of you guys the really special offer. So we will talk tomorrow. We will speak tomorrow. I will share with you all information. You can prepare all your questions. If you have some questions that you can share also with Sharon, and I will answer for that questions, or you can do it also tomorrow. So thank you so much for your attention, and see you tomorrow.
It's lovely. Thank you so much, Alsu. If you'd like to follow Alsu's journey, her visits to Sharjah, you can follow her on Instagram. Hopefully I've typed that correctly. I did it quite quickly today. I was going to try and play it for you, but it was very pixelated. So I thought maybe we'll just show people where to get there, if that's okay.
Yes, I just want to say a few words that a few 2 weeks ago about I was in Sharjah, and I visit another time the company because I visit much time, and I try our technology much time, and I see also, I feel the evolution, you know, inside, like the passenger, and it was amazing also to try this new model. And I know that will come another newest model of this model. So the company really working hard, and I was in Sharjah with delegation from Italy and Italian politics that come with me in Sharjah, and they are so interested also to create the project. But about the projects, we will speak tomorrow. So tomorrow I want to share with you more information. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. And thank you so much, Alsu. It was lovely for you to pop in and say hello to everybody. And it was my great pleasure to introduce you. For those who don't know, Alsu speaks 4 languages, I think. English is her 4th language. That is just incredible. So her English, she says it's not too good, but it's actually very good. She's doing well. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Alsu. And just a reminder, a bit of a disclaimer, some people may not qualify for the offer. So just be aware of that. Not everybody can participate in the offer, but you can definitely participate in the webinar, and you can learn more about the projects. Now, Alsu gave me a bit of a rundown yesterday, you know, what she'll be sharing. It's incredible, especially for our Indian partners and Nepal partners who have some exciting news coming out very, very soon as well. So we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you so much, Alsu. It's been a pleasure. And thank you to everybody who's joined in the webinar today. Any final words from you, Alsu, before we're going to go to a video. So just to sign off, anything you'd like to say to our community? Oh, she may have already gone. That's okay. Beautiful. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So let me go to the webinar, to the video. So thanks, everyone. Stay well, stay hydrated, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye. We don't listen, Sharon.
Can you still hear? Sorry, I paused it. I'll carry on.
There is no volume of the video.
Okay, hang on a second. There should be sound. I did share the sound. Don't know why there's no sound on this video. What I'll do is I'll share the link for everybody so that you can, in the recording, I'll share the link so that you can actually access. I don't know why there's no sound. There should be sound. Let me try one more time. Okay, audio settings. No, I don't know why it's not working. Sorry about that, guys, everyone. We will share the video later. You can watch the video as you're leaving the room, and we'll share the link so you can get the sound on that as well. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Amazing. Brings back a lot of memories for me, actually being there in person, visiting. And it's so beautiful. So just a reminder for everybody, there will be an exclusive offer at a webinar tomorrow. I will send out the link probably tomorrow now. So if you do want to participate in that, reach out to me, make sure I get the link to you. We will record them, but the offer will be for people who qualify and are actually on the call. So if you'd like to learn more about it, feel free to jump on. We look forward to seeing you there. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions as well for myself, Ian, or Leanne, you can get to us through this link. So please, as always, go back to the person who invited you and stay close to your community, work with the person who invited you. If they're not active anymore, you're welcome to come and, work with us too. We're here to help. So we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And it's lovely to have this opportunity to spend time with you, and I really appreciate your time. So take care, everyone. We look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, then.
Sharon, there is a question.
Okay, I might just
stop
the recording.
Alsu. Yeah.
I'll stop the recording and we can have a bit of a chat if you like.
There's a question for Alsu.
She's still here, Elsie. You are?
Why did Skyway Skyway Community rebrand?
Good question. Do you want to take the time to answer now?
Yes, okay. Rebranding was done not only for Skyward community, also for Skyway, because we can't call more Skyway is UST, Unitsky String Technologies. So this rebrandings was done in the same time. So Skyway was this rebranding was done for Skyway was done because Skyway is a very generic name, and we see that there is other brands that call Skyway. So the best way was to call our technology with the name of our engineer, Senior Unitsky. So and this name, the company with this name really was operative from 7 years, 7-8 years. So this is a real company, and the brand was done with the name of our company in Belarus. Is don't make any changes for our certificates, because it's just the name of the brand. The name of the company where we have the shares is the same. About Skyward community, it was necessary for the also for the how I miss the word. You say that I speaking good in English, but I forget some words. So it was necessary because online there was much information that it was not true about the company. There was some problems with that. So and we have like the company Skyward community, they have really a big mission to help these green projects of Senior Unitsky. So we can't have this type of reputation in the web. So that's why it was necessary to make some changes. And also I would like to add here that it's very important to know that when we will close the entrance in the main company, we will open the opportunity for all our partners and to create the business with the local projects. So for example, we have a project, a commercial project in Perth, and for example of 20 kilometers, it's just example, yes. I like to do these examples because we know that universe one day will listen us and well will be done. So if for example we have this type of project, we can invest in this project from our country or from other countries with all our crowdfunding platform of Skyward community. So this is big opportunity for us, like investors, and also to do business, because it will be amazing business to do. So this is the next opportunities, big opportunities for all the partners who will do the business with this company.
Beautiful. I think you answered that very well.
Yes, and when the people will know other informations tomorrow, I don't want to bring much time today. You will really be happy, and I'm sure you will be happy to do also the business with this company, because it really has a really big potential.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Alsu. As always, you're looking lovely. It's beautiful and warm in Italy. Enjoying the weather there. Can't wait to come over and visit one day. It's very cold in Perth. We've got lots of rain. It's very wet, but looking forward to more sunshine when we can get it.
You're welcome in Sicily.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you to Leanne. As always, amazing support. Thank you, Ian. It was really great to get an update of what you've been working on. Very excited about our Australian project as well. And, let's see what the future holds. Let's hold in good stead, what we want to see, create the vision, as Alsu was saying just now. Put it out there. What do you want? Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. And we look forward to when we can meet again. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Lots of love.
Thank you.
Bye for all.